Ich bin Dylan Wyatt. That means I am Dylan Wyatt in German. Just learning this one language can help you communicate with over 100 million people around the world. Learning a language from a very young age can be very beneficial, from brain development to cultural appreciation to just being able to communicate with many other people around the world. I think American school systems should change how they do secondary languages. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, as well as currently being enrolled in courses for German. Today I'll be discussing some of the beliefs and problems Americans have with learning a second language. I'll also be discussing some of the benefits of learning a second language, as well as what I think American school systems should do. First, I'll be discussing some of the problems Americans have with learning another language. Oh, I don't want to learn another language, I'll never speak it. Or, they can learn our language if they're coming here. I've heard that so many times where I'm from. Although we don't live near another country that speaks a foreign language, every year many migrant workers from Mexico, Haiti, or the Dominican Republic come up to work on our farms. There's usually a language barrier between the farmers and the workers. This could be helped by starting students younger and learning a secondary language. Many students don't start until they're in middle or high school in America. In an August 7th, 2020 article called A Foreign Language Education Investigation of the US and Ecuador by Thomas Joyce, they found that many Americans don't start learning a secondary language until they're in middle school. By then, it's already pretty late. To have the maximum chance of becoming fluent in another language, you should start learning that language before you're age 10. This is pretty big considering you're 12, 13, 14 when you're in middle or high school when you start learning a language. Starting sooner would benefit so many kids. Now we're going to watch a 2015 TED Talk by Mia McNamara called The Benefits of Being Bilingual.
And while a more recent study did show that reaction times and errors increase for some bilingual students in cross-language tests, it also showed that the effort and attention needed to switch between languages triggered more activity in, and potentially strengthened, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain that plays a large role in executive function, problem solving, switching between tasks, and focusing while filtering out irrelevant information. And while a more recent study did
This shows some of the benefits that learning another language could have, from problem solving to being better at focusing. This could help our students all throughout their entire school life. Other benefits include breaking language barriers between other people, as well as being more culturally appreciative and being able to better communicate and understand other people. Another benefit is that being bilingual can help you in your career. In a growing world economy, it can help in business relations as well as helping you move up in your career. I've seen it many times where people get a higher position just because they know a second language. With all these benefits, I think that schools should start teaching other languages much younger. In a 2019 article called Should All Elementary Schools Be Required to Teach a Second Language by Jacob Wilson, they found that just being exposed to another language as a child or infant could help students retain some of the sounds from different languages. This could help them learn other languages better, as well as help relate them together. This makes it even more important how early we start kids on learning other languages, because they could understand so much more. In a 2015 article by Kat Delvin called Learning a Foreign Language, a Must in Europe, Not So in America, they found that Europeans taught secondary languages between 6 and 9, which opposed to their American counterparts who don't start until middle school. This is a pretty big age difference, and they're getting a much larger head start than we are. This could be a big contributor as to why they learn English and their mother tongue over us, which should just have English. I think that American schools should start teaching secondary languages as early as kindergarten, and progress them all the way up until they graduate, just like we do with English. This is what I think American schools should do with secondary languages and how they should change. In conclusion, I think that we need to start teaching our kids other languages much younger so that it'll benefit them later in life. I hope this showed you some of the things being multilingual can do. Adios, Auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye.